In this episode, Hartley 2 shoots ice, the Beatles are on iTunes, and the Space Shuttle Discovery is to launch December 3rd. Quicksurf Internet Media presents The Geekinator, talking about all things tech and geek. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Phoenix, Arizona, here in Studio C1 at Quicksurf Internet Media. You're listening and watching The Geekinator over at quicksurf.com. It's been a few weeks since I've put a show out. I've been terribly under the weather. This bug just won't go away. You can still probably hear it a little bit in my voice, but I'm feeling a lot better than I have been the last couple weeks, so the show must go on. And so with that, let's go ahead and get into the news for this episode. From the Los Angeles Times, we previously reported that scientists had shot a bunch of pictures of the Comet Hartley 2. Well, they've done further analysis on it since then, and they've found that it emits ice balls. And that's a lot of the ejectile that you see when you look at the pictures that NASA has publicly published. A lot of that ejectile is actually ice that it's shooting out, that the sun is evaporating off. So it's a pretty neat find. Definitely go check it out. The pictures are pretty amazing, considering that they took this from, a satellite shooting through there, and managed to get photos of Hartley 2 as it passed by. So pretty neat stuff. By all means, check it out. From wickedlocal.com, timeless Beatles join the 21st century and iTunes. Now, this is Apple is treating this as a big deal. It's been something that they've been trying to get, the Beatles on iTunes for a very, very long time, and it's finally happened. They're treating it, as kind of a big thing. If you go to apple.com, you see the big, full-size Beatles on iTunes spread. The reality of the matter is it was bound to happen at some point, and it's nice that they're on iTunes now, so I don't have to actually go buy the CD and then rip it if I want to listen to the Beatles on my iPod, which a lot of people right now, that's what they're having to do. But still, nonetheless, pretty neat stuff. Check it out. From Computer World, I saw this article, Microsoft Lync, the pros and cons for enterprises. Now, for those of you that don't know, Lync is Microsoft's next generation's office communication services, or server software, and I've not seen it. Where I work now, they use the Microsoft Communication Server, whatever the latest version is, and we can get Outlook Communicator and all that other stuff. Personally, I don't use it, but a lot of people do, and so this goes through the pros of using it as well as the cons. It might be something beneficial for the business users out there to check out. From Kentucky.com, Los Angeles Auto Show, eco-friendly vehicles shine. So this is kind of neat. Fuel economy is on display at the sprawling Los Angeles Auto Show, opening to the public Friday, which if you're watching this or listening to it, that would make it Saturday morning is the earliest you're going to get this. So you're already a day late, but that's okay. And it's not just cool new plug-ins, hybrids, and electric buggies. General Motors, once a symbol of gas-guzzling, carbon-belching driving. Yeah, I'm a Chevy guy, I know. There was at Thursday's media preview with its Chevy Volt winning an award for Green Car of the Year, and also offering some hints on how its vast array of sedans, sport utility vehicles, and sports cars will meet ever more stringent fuel economy standards. So this is something to take into account. The infrastructure is not there for a full scale. Everybody goes to electric vehicles. Number one, the electric utilities would never be able to keep up with that. Their capacity right now can't handle something of that scale at the moment, although I do expect that they would build that out over time. Number two, there's no electric vehicle charging infrastructure other than having something installed in your home. You can't go all electric and, drive 400 miles and expect to be able to recharge your vehicle quickly on the road. So it really boils down to getting the hybrid solutions, where if you're just puttering around town, you're mostly electric, you can come home, plug it in. But for the longer trips, you can, run off gas. And that's largely what General Motors and a lot of the car manufacturers are aiming to do is, it's called extended range electric vehicle. It's a lot cleaner. You can drive a couple hundred miles on a couple dollars worth of electricity as opposed to a couple hundred miles on $30 or $40 worth of gas. So, it really, makes it nice in terms of, what, your efficiency goes. So if you're in the Los Angeles area, by all means, Los Angeles Auto Show, definitely a place to check out. From MSNBC over at msnbc.msn.com, December 3rd launch is set for the Space Shuttle Discovery. It's nice that that NASA is still, running the Space Shuttle and doing stuff, sending missions up into outer space. I remember a time I've been going through and watching from Netflix When We Left Earth, the from Discovery Channel, and they've had a few setbacks. I was in 4th grade when the Challenger blew up. I saw it blow up on live TV in my classroom because they were sending a teacher up, and so all the schools had live TV with TVs, and all the kids were sitting there watching, and Challenger blew up on live TV, and we all saw it, and we were all like, "Arr!" I remember that to this day. When I saw the footage again, going through the When We Left Earth series, it kind of brought back those memories, and it was sad and tragic. And same thing in 2003, if I remember correctly, when they lost the other space shuttle in reentry. It burned up in reentry. So, yeah, I mean, they've had a few setbacks, but that doesn't mean that they should stop. And that brings me back to my point now. I think it's a shame that the Obama administration is basically making NASA shut down their space shuttle program to do something else. The space shuttle is a great reusable platform, even though they've had accidents. How many launches have they done to the accidents that they've had? I mean, granted, it's like airline flying. The accidents, when they happen, are catastrophic. But how many flights have they gone where they've been accident-free? It's not a bad ratio considering how risky space flight is. People have to realize space flight is very risky. And, sometimes things happen. You shouldn't stop what you're doing just because that happens. You should take that as a learning experience, figure out what went wrong, fix it, and make sure it doesn't happen again. And NASA's been doing that. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm hoping I can get some online video or something of the space shuttle launching, because it's been a very long time since I've actually watched it launch. The media really pretty much stopped covering it. It became so routine, that it was one of those things that the media just, they cover it when it happens, but it's not like you get a live video feed of it happening or anything. One of these days, I don't think it'll ever happen for me, but one of these days I'd love to just go watch it live. I don't think I'm ever going to make it down there to do that while the shuttle program is still here, but still, nonetheless, I'm hoping to see it on TV. It'll be pretty neat. Well, that's pretty much it for this episode of The Geekinator. As always, everything we've talked about is linked up in the show notes. Just visit us on the web, quicksurf.com. And you can shoot me an email, geekinator@quicksurf.com. You can follow me on Twitter over at twitter.com/Adrian_Bacon. I've got a bevy of other things and places and all kinds of stuff if you want to follow me online. And with that, I will see you all on the next episode. Hopefully it'll be next week. If I'm not sick, it'll be Thanksgiving weekend, so I'll have a lot of time to do it. So I'll see you then. Bye.